to the Money Goddess podcast. You guys, I am so excited. I am continuing this episode because I just have a lot to say about reinventing yourself. Like 2025 is truly a year of elevation, and I started to feel this in October. October 1st, it was like something fresh just came about, and I just knew like there was going to be something special about this upcoming year. And 24 has been a great year, and there are lots of things that we can learn and draw from it. There's a lot of reflection that you can do, and I'm probably going to do another video discussing more so the reflection pieces and things of that nature. However, I really want to just dig deeper into the reinvention period. So now I am going to pick up before where we left off in the previous episode, but I want to go straight into money mindset because I'm the money goddess. Why would I not talk about money mindset? So, as you are reinventing yourself, I do want you to think about how your mindset plays around money, because in reinventing yourself, I would reinvent your mindset too. And I talked about in the last episode reprogramming your subconscious mind using subliminals. I shared with you how to make those after clearing your limiting beliefs. So go back, check that out. You can look at Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I think that's really going to help you to really level up. As I mentioned, after 90 days of listening to affirmations, and sometimes even less, your life will change. You're going to see that progress because in your brain, your reticular activating system, whatever you focus on, you will see it. So an example of that is whenever, let's say you bought a brand new G-Wagon, right? You go out on the road, you're riding in your G-Wagon, that's your focus. You're going to start seeing G-Wagons everywhere. If you think those G-Wagons weren't there before, you are sadly mistaken. That focus that you have when you are reprogramming your subconscious mind helps you to begin to see the things that you couldn't see before. Hello, welcome. Before, you were not focused on the things that you desire. Your mind was on something else. But when you reprogram that subconscious mind, man, you can see all the things. So I want you to go back, check out that episode. It is going to help you in terms of creating those subliminals to see the transformation. But now let's talk about the money mindset. Welcome in, you guys. I'm excited. So, money mindset. What is abundance? So, a lot of people think that abundance is just this thing where it's all about money. Abundance isn't just about money. It is a way of being. It is a state of being. It is you being able to love who you are and what you do and know that there is more than enough to go around. Like, you don't have to just focus in on, oh, I gotta get this, I gotta have that. You know, nothing is running out. You are truly in control of your emotions and how you feel about money. You know that the divine, God, the universe is going to supply and take care of you. This type of mindset leaks into every area of your life. So if you are abundant in your money mindset, you're going to start looking at your love life like, wait a minute. I have so many opportunities in my life. I really can make such a difference with the amount of love that I receive. And I think that it is your time to go forward. Go forward. Go forward and step into your divinity, knowing that everything is yours. Having that mentality keeps you on track, keeps you going. You are going to feel free and freedom. And that is what you want to do on a daily basis. So now I want to talk about how you actually attract abundance. So in attracting abundance, it's about who you are. When you know that you are fully taken care of and that you have everything available to you, you will open up as such a wonderful person. You are going to be able to bring in everything easily, effortlessly. Okay? So I want you to begin as you walk into 2025 in a way that allows you to live as though there are infinite resources. If you know you were never going to run out of resources, whether money, love, network, your career status, whatever, if you knew you were never going to run out, you would always feel so amazing. You would walk in to go forward and you would know that it is already yours. That is what I want you to have. The love, the care, the money, the career, the marriage, everything is yours in 2025. So that's what I want you to focus on. All right? Now, that reinvention, carrying that mindset, we're going to now talk about the practicality of reinventing yourself. So, a couple things that you can do in reinventing yourself. One, I want you to think about doing EFT tapping. If you have not already started, I've shared this on my TikTok about how powerful EFT tapping is. It has changed my own life, and I have been able to be calm, level-headed, relaxed. That is the power from within. When you are able to do this, you are going to, when I say skyrocket, it's everything. Now, I've been doing EFT tapping for the past year. I have seen myself be able to work through my emotions on every level. Reinvention is not about just the outside. Reinvention is about the inside. And you want to work on your nervous system. So I have plenty of EFT tapping videos on my TikTok at IamJLThomas if you want to check those out. I go through, and I have a couple here on YouTube, but when you're doing that, you are literally saying to your body, it is safe to have what I want. Safety is the only way your reinvention is going to happen. If you don't feel safe, meaning a lot of people want to change their lives going from an example, let's say, you're making 50K a year and you want to go all the way to 400K. If you've never dealt with that amount of money before, your body's going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. What is this? Our brains were not made for happiness and success. Our brains are survival focused. So doing EFT tapping helps you get out of that survival mode and get into thriving mode. That is what is going to take you to that next level with your reinvention. Now, I also want to share with you, as you're doing your EFT tapping, I want to go into some nitty gritty. So I'm going to talk about a couple things that include money, your body, and love. Okay, so if those are areas you want to reinvent, I am going to be helping you with that. So number one, let's say you want to reinvent with your money. First things first, let's talk about your career and your business. Now, everyone's career and business are going to be different, but there are a couple things that will remain the same. One, choose a career and business that you are passionate about. What I have learned is that a lot of people go after things just for a certain amount of money. They're not really doing things because this is something they feel passionate about. They are fulfilled, they're in purpose. When you step into your purpose, and which your purpose can change at any point in time, right? It's not something that you're always going to have for the rest of your life. Your purpose elevates and expands, right? When you're in your purpose and you begin to feel good about what you're doing and you're making an impact, that is going to allow you to attract more money into your business or career. If you're just doing it for the money, it's a chasing energy. Going after money is not going to bring money to you. You are the prize. So let money come towards you by being where you need to be and having that alignment in your business and or career. Now, the next thing I want you to think about is your earning potential. Are you maximizing your earning potential? A lot of people that I have talked to and I've discussed, some people are not maximizing that earning potential because they're not working on skills, they're not developing expertise. They could be doing something again that they don't even like, they don't even care for, and that's not opening up that earning potential. So if there are skills that you need to develop, go do it. Take the classes, take the courses, learn what you need to learn in order to get to that next level. So I'll give you an example for me. So I started off as a teacher, and of course, I have this side of everything that I'm doing right now with the podcast. Tuning in to you guys live is actually my She's Worthy platform. And so that is one of my businesses. The other thing that I do is being an educational consultant, working with curriculum, all of that. So in doing all of these things, I have always taken courses. I've always up-leveled my thinking, tried to stay up with the latest trends, things of that nature, so that I can have the success that I want. If you're not learning and trying to grow, your earning potential is not going to be maximized in 2025. So make sure you think and sit down. What skills do I need to possess? What certifications could I potentially tap into? Do I need to consider going back to school? Because I've done all of these things. And that is what has made me personally wealthy, is that I am in a learning phase. I'm always adding something on to what I already have. And that is what makes you an asset. That's what makes you valuable, is becoming an expert in whatever it is you do. If you are not an expert in these particular areas, people are not going to want to come to you. If you're just showing up on the job just to get your paycheck, that energy is felt. So become the expert in what you do, and everyone will come to you. Now, the next thing as far as money goes, so this is just kind of like my own thought processes that I think will be very helpful for you. And it is just cutting unnecessary spending. One thing that I've learned about a lot of the people that I work with, in whether my personal life, my business, a lot of people spend money frivolously for no apparent reason. When you spend, have a purpose. Are you investing or are you circulating? What's the difference? When you're investing, you know that you are doing something to create something else. Like, I personally, this past weekend, which I love that I did this, I made some purchases for gold, which is because I want to build a substantial amount of wealth and hedge against inflation and stock market and all of those things that are not always predictable. Okay, so that's a monetary thing, but I also invested in some new gym clothes, which I'm excited about that because I am working on being a fitness baddie. So if I'm focused on being a fitness baddie, I'm investing. And I'm saying, hey, I want to look good. I want to feel good in 2025. So I got like this cute little onesie and I'm excited because it looks good on this body. I cannot wait to put it on after I finish up this portion of the episode. So think about things in that nature. And also, that's investing in yourself, right? Think about also looking into circulating. So sometimes you want to circulate money just to kind of bring more back to you. And what that means is, let's say you have a friend who has, a business and you want to support them. Let's say you want to donate something and be able to help those around you. That's that circulation, right? You're not afraid to spend the money or put the money out there. You want to have intention behind every single thing you do. You don't do anything just because. We're not living on autopilot. We are clear. We are focused. We are doing things that are going to open up more doors for us. Another thing that I would recommend is saving as much as you possibly can. Save as much as you possibly can in this upcoming year. Listen, I am one of those people that I stay in the know for, financial. I'm the money goddess. Like, that's what I do. So I'm telling you, if you're not saving in your reinvention, that needs to be a part of what you do. I'm not just telling you to reinvent yourself, go out, get your hair, get your nails done, buy a new car. No, I'm giving you the real because life is real. Now, I want you to consider making a savings goal. If it's, hey, I save $5 a week. Listen, it is 52 weeks in a year. You do the math. 52 times 5, you guys, come on. You can save that 200 something dollars within the year. If it's $10 a week, you can also go on Pinterest because when I was teaching at the time, I think I was making about $45,000 a year. And I literally got on Pinterest. I found this chart of saving so much money each week. And my husband and I, we did that together. Now, we weren't married at the time. We were engaged, but it was very helpful. And also, too, that makes you attractive. If money feels like, hey, she likes to save me, she likes to put me up, that's going to bring more money into you. If you want to become a money goddess like me in 2025, this is what you have to do. When you save like that, it also allows your root chakra to feel safety. So in your body, in your mind, you're always bringing in wealth because you have created an environment where wealth is a norm for you. It doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, I got this money. I got to go spend it. I got to go do this. I got to go do that. Okay, so think those things through. And if you want any more support in the area of finances, of money, I have 2 options for you. My Money Honey course, it integrates more of the spirituality piece of it. And then I have Position to Prosper, which is all about more so passive income, how to set that up, what opportunities are out there. You can go to shesworthy.org. Or you can go to shesworthy.org/prosper. You'll be able to find out all the information about those courses because they are life-changing. This is what I have been doing over the past 8+ years, and your girl is not doing too bad for herself. And I'm always sharing what I learned. I'm always sharing the things that have helped me propel, because my purpose is to support you all. Whoever is a part of this community, it is my job, my purpose, my passion to make sure you have everything that you have to thrive as well. Now, I want to share this too as you are reinventing yourself. There is no reward without a risk. So if you are not giving your all for your reinvention, you are not going to get the reward. You have to put yourself in a place where you can get rewards. Now, that doesn't mean things come overnight. The Great Wall of China, I actually looked this up. You know how long that it took? It was approximately 2,000 years for that wall to be built. And also, Rome was not built in a day. It was 800 years that Rome was built. We talk about all of these things. We want quick, 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 quick. Remember what I've said in previous episodes. If you haven't listened, go back and check those out. We're doing sustainability this year. We're making everything sustainable with our consistent habits that we're doing on a daily basis. So make sure that you are taking a risk to better yourself. Put your all in. So a couple other things that I want to talk about, as I mentioned, in reinvention, that was my money section. Now we're going to body and we're going into love. So with your body, okay, you guys, I need you moving your body every day. Every day we need to be moving our bodies. Your body is a temple from God. And if you are not moving it and getting it fluid, you are stopping up the water in your body. I don't know if you guys realize this, but your body is made up of about 75% of water. Think about if the ocean did not move back and forth. It would be still water. And you guys know what happens to still water. It starts to get all of that like bacteria look into it. It's just, no. That's what's happening in your body. I need you moving every day on this reinvention journey. Not only will moving your body help to shape your body, help you to feel good, it's going to help you thrive in all the other areas. You're going to be able to show up because your health is your wealth. And if you are not taking that momentum and propelling yourself forward in this season, you will miss out on opportunities. How can you go out here and create the empire, the wealth, all of these things if your body cannot get you up to do it? I wouldn't be here this morning if I wasn't taking the time, especially during my winter art, to make sure I have enough steps within the day, make sure I'm eating certain things in terms of my protein intake, all of that. It helps me show up more powerfully. And make sure that you are thinking through on your diet. That is a part of reinvention that people do not talk about. Everyone that I have seen that talks about reinvention is talking about a lot of external things, but they're not getting to the real and the raw. And I want you to know that your diet and exercise is just as big of an important piece of your reinvention journey than getting the car, getting the house, getting the job. You matter. You. Remember that. So the last piece in your reinvention journey I want to talk about is love. Okay. So I know that some of you all might be, as you're reinventing yourself, you want to attract love into your life. You want to bring in maybe friends or, elevate your family, make deeper connections. That is beautiful. And that's what this life is all about. So in order to do that, I want you to work on a couple things and maybe you can journal through them. I want you to think about your self-worth and your value. Now, your self-worth is how you feel about yourself and what you're willing to do or not do based on, how much you bring to the table and you aren't willing to settle. Your value is knowing all that you possess in your being and your doing. And because you know how valuable you are going to set yourself into a different position or category, right? So really think about, do I value myself? When opportunities come up, do I say, hey, this is not the amount of money that I'll take, or do you just take the first thing that's available? Because maybe you're desperate, or maybe, even with friendships, all right, do you become friends with any and everybody because you don't want to be lonely? When you have a strong sense of self-worth and you're valuing yourself, you're not going to just take whatever comes your way. You are going to say, hey, I know for a fact that I bring so much and people benefit from being around me. I'm not going to let everyone in. You have to be the gatekeeper of your life. If you are not gatekeeping your own life, you are missing out on potential opportunities out there. You are missing out on the love, the success, all of those things, because you're just like an open door. Everything. You just whatever comes in, whatever goes out. That is not okay. So I want you to work on your boundaries and your standards for your reinvention period so that you can attract what you truly deeply desire. A lot of people don't get what they want because they don't value themselves. They don't have self-worth. That's the key. So, an example of some standards and boundaries for yourself during this reinvention period. What I would do is think about, with your standards, what are you expecting out of yourself? What will you not settle for? I want you to think about every area of your life, whether it is, your what you want for your body, how you eat, what exercises do you do. I want you to think about your finances, how you spend, how you save, how you're up leveling your earning potential, which we discussed a little bit earlier. You can go back and check that out if you are interested, for those of you who joined in. And I want you to look at those standards and see, okay, am I upholding myself to the standards that I set, or am I oscillating? Am I going up and down on them? Do I change my mind with the wind? Because if you don't hold that standard, listen, you're not going to attract, you're not going to hold and maintain this reinvention period. Now, another thing is your boundaries. What boundaries do you have with other people around you? Do you just let people do whatever they want? Do you let them say whatever they want to you? Or are you such a high value person that you're like, oh no, this is not acceptable. This is not what we are doing. You should not be a doormat to anyone. Think about your different relationships. Think about the people you're around. Do you feel valued within yourself and the people around you? Do you feel like they really truly give you that love that you deserve? And if they don't, you may have to cut them off, or if you have to have a conversation, that's an option too. You have to decide what it is worth for you. So those are some things that I want you to think about during your reinvention period. I am going to do another piece to this, and that'll be the last piece, because I want to talk about, with reinvention, thinking about your environment and the people that you are around, because I want you to really get an opportunity for a lifetime. I want you to be able to walk into 2025 feeling so successful already. Like, I don't want you to be like, oh, I'll feel successful at the end of the year. No, I'm going to continue talking about this because I want you to have that long-term success and sustainability. I love you guys so much, and we'll be back for the next segment.